Hello, fellow Whovians, and welcome to another Hartnell review! Yay! So today we are going to be taking a look at where the Romans left off with the Web Planet. Ooh! Here we go! Come on. Okay, there we go, okay. An unknown force pulls the TARDIS off course and forces it to land on an unknown planet. The landing attracts the attention of the ant-like Zarbi, which now monitor the TARDIS and their natural high-frequency communications to Soria and Vicky. Whilst Barbara tends to Vicky, the Doctor and Ian leave the TARDIS to investigate. The planet they landed has a thin atmosphere of natural crag-like rock formations and what appear to be pools of acid. From this, the Doctor recognizes the planet as Vortis. However, the presence of several moons in the sky of the normally moonless planet puzzles him. Meanwhile, inside the ship, an unknown force, actually the Barbara's gold bracelet, draws her outside. Leaving Vicky alone, the TARDIS begins to slide across the planet's surface, pulled by an unseen force. In her trance, Barbara walks into a trio of butterfly-like Menoptera. They remove her bracelet, freeing her of the trance, then debate what to do with her. She escapes, but the Zarbi immediately capture her. Brainwashed through the use of a gold collar, the Zarbi use Barbara to find the Menoptera. The Zarbi killing one and capture another. Most of their escapes. The Zarbi take Barbara and the captured Menoptera, called Rostar, to the Crater of Needles, where the Zarbi force them to gather vegetation and drop it into rivers of acid, which feed the Animus, but the Menoptera called the central force of the Zarbi. The Doctor and Ian discover the theft of the TARDIS. Before they can track the trail leading away, the Zarbi capture them and take them to Carcinome. There they find Vicky and the TARDIS. They also indirectly meet the Animus, who talks to the Doctor. The Animus forces the Doctor to help track down the Menoptera invasion spearhead and the following main invasion force. Ian escapes, whilst the Doctor has already worked out the invasion plans of the Menoptera, and Vicky try to buy their time. Ian, trying to find Barbara, meets a Menoptera called Vrestin, the only escapee of the Zarbi ambush which captured Barbara and Hrostar. He learns from Vrestin that the Menoptera were native to the planet Vortis along with the Zarbi, until a great evil force, the Animus, slowly and gradually took control of their planet through the Zarbi. By the time the Menoptera noticed the danger, it was too late, and they had to flee the planet to one of the moons the Animus pulled into orbit around Vortis. Back in the Carcinome, the Doctor accidentally releases a bit of information about the Menoptera invasion force, particularly that the Menoptera spearhead plans to land at a place just north of the Crater of Needles. The Animus uses this information to ambush the spearhead. The Zarbi soon locate Ian and Vrestin, but they escape when they fall into an underground tunnel. Inside they meet the Optera, descendants of the Menoptera who had fled the Animus underground. Ian and Vrestin convince the Optera to join them in fighting the Animus. At the Crater of Needles, Barbara and Hrostar escape and try to meet up with the spearhead to warn them, but the spearhead is massacred. Only a few survivors manage to hide in one of the Menoptera's old temples. There they try, without success, to radio the main force and warn them of danger. At the Carcinome, the Doctor works out that the Animus uses gold as a conductor to channel its mesmerizing force. He counteracts this force to control one of the Zarbi. The Doctor and Vicky escape with his captive Zarbi. They meet with Barbara and the Menoptera and devise a plan to attack the Carcinome. The Doctor and Vicky return to the Carcinome, where the Zarbi take them to the Animus, a great spider-like creature which mesmerizes them instantly. Meanwhile, Barbara and the Menoptera launch their attack on the Carcinome from outside. At the same time, Ian and Vrestin with the Optera reach the Animus from below. In the end, with the Vortis free from control of the Animus, the Doctor, Ian, Barbara, and Vicky leave in the TARDIS. Wow. Using gold to mesmerize someone and putting Barbara under mind control. That sounds pretty intense for a 60s Doctor Who. Anyway, let's look at the production aspects of the story, shall we? The story had the working title of The Webbed Planet. Episode 6 was initially called Center of Terror. The novelization restores this title for the 6th chapter. Jacqueline Hill was not written in to escape to danger in order to give her a week of holiday. She was not credited on the episode. She requested that the credits be amended for overseas sales, but that did not happen. Daphne Dare created the unique costumes for the very alien species. Noted choreographer Rosalind De Winter was hired to create the distinctive movements and stilted speech of the Menoptera. She was so successful that the production team asked her to take on the role of Lenoptra Reston, which she accepted. The serial marked the television debut of Martin Jarvis. He later played his butler in Invasion of Dinosaurs, and as the Governor Varos in Vengeance on Varos. So, pretty interesting, unique story, if I would say so myself. Now, do I recommend this story to New Who fans? Not really, no. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very unique, creative, inventive, but I'm not sure if it's something that New Who fans will get into, so there you go. So, those are my thoughts on the Web Planet. Overall, I give this story 3 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Join me next time for another historical, which will feature someone who will later appear in another episode of Doctor Who, as well as my favorite Indiana Jones movie of all time. So, until then, this is Whoing Queen saying, "Oh my Gideons, when I say run, run, I reverse polarity of neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic. Allons-y, Geronimo! Bow ties are cool, vests are cool, and Stetsons are cool."